Hey everyone, it's Ronnie. I'm making this quick video for Miss Laylaw's AP English class and the rest of our PLC. So I hope you enjoy it. So here we are at my desktop. Let's click on, alright, so I have two tabs open. The first one is shmoop.com login/Patterson. Okay, that's a premium site. And that's where all the goodies are. The second tab is the free site. I'm going through these tabs, and as I go and learn, I will probably make videos about them so I could share with our PLC. But of course, once you guys go through it yourself and you find something that's a gem, please share it. So let's go back here. We're going to click on the Patterson link there. And we're going to go down to number 9. You can see all the schools that are a part of Shmoop. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Okay, so then you click on your dashboard. But while you're here, you could check out all the courses. I sent an email out on Friday, the PBS courses. They're so cool. So we have attitude and positivity, we have cyberbullying, we have integrity and honesty, think about plagiarizing. We have pride, we have respect, reliability and accountability. If you're having issues with kids not doing their homework, maybe you could do a lesson on that. I'll click on it real quick. I don't mean to digress, but it's pretty cool. There's check out the syllabus and stuff. Yikes, I'm finding that the Wi-Fi tonight's a little slow, or the server on their end, but let's see what's in the syllabus. I'm jumping all over the place. Yeah, reliability to peers, peer review, self-reliance, looks like good stuff, right? So let's go back. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the dashboard. I always start with viewing my classroom. Okay, I have all my classes in Shmoop, even my English 2. So I have period 1, 2, 6, and 8, and my English 2, period 9. In my English 2, I uploaded 3 classes. I have Grammar Rules 1, Grammar Rules 2, and Argumentative Methods. Okay, let's go to my period 2 class. Now, this is SAT Prep, which is very similar to Miss Laylaw's AP Test Prep Shmoop. So that's why I'm kind of showing it to her. The first thing you'll notice is class announcements. So I have 3 set up, and they are drills. These drills are based on how the class did overall in the test. So on a very particular skill set. So I'll show you how I got that in a little bit. Okay, so it says here, yeah, by the 17th. I assigned it today, actually. Okay, when you set up your classroom with the kids, you give them your email address and your class code. Here it is. Okay, so you could actually lock out what you don't want them to do. So, for example, in the SAT Prep, you have the diagnostic, and then you have 4 exams. Now, they like to click away, right? So once they finish the diagnostic, based on how they did, I will assign drills for that diagnostic. That's very particular to their where they need help in. And then they could go on to exam 1. And then after exam 1, I assign drills for that test, all the way to exam 4. And when I was talking to Jesse from Shmoop, he said it's a good way to practice. Let's say right before the exam, they could go back through those practice exams and see what they, how they did. Back over here, I left open the diagnostic reading and the diagnostic writing. I locked the map because they don't need that for my class, but Ms. Chauhan will hopefully use that. And then I guess I could, I could lock all these others, but not right now. So let's go into my class. All right. No, let's go back here. Sorry about that. Okay, so under Overview, okay, we did that. Let's go to Manage real quick. I'm going to show you these tabs. So here's my class roster. Okay, these are the kids that are in my class. I think it was like 17, 18. Now this comes in handy because they're always losing information. Miss Segura, I forgot my username. Miss Segura, what's my email address? I just put it up on the whiteboard, and they use it. Sometimes they forget their password, so all they need is their username and their email address, and they're ready to go. So that's that. Gradebook is a really cool tab. Okay, so under Gradebook we have the students, we have Shmoints, the drills completed, the diagnostics that they took, and the number of practice exams. Now remember I said that there is a diagnostic and then there are 4 exams. Okay, so the Shmoints are little gold coins, little points that they pick up along the way if they get the question correct or the number of tasks that they finish. Now in my class, we have the leader in the second period is Jermaine Bacchus. Now this isn't updated because I know he hit I think he broke 500 today. Shmoop will give students prizes when they hit, let's say 500. I think they get a pencil. When they hit 800, they get a T-shirt, and I think when they break 1,000, they get a sweatshirt. So what I'm planning on doing is every week, at the end of every week, whoever has the highest number of Shmoints, I will give them a prize. Maybe I don't know, a dictionary or some dollar or something. But I also told them, I said, since we have 4 SVT classes, the class who gets the highest combined number of Shmoints, I will give a pizza party to, or maybe even movie day. I'll throw it in my lesson plans. So it's an incentive, and they like it. Okay. So, all right. This tab here, overview, it's very informative because it tells you exactly what's going on with each student. So let's say, for example, individual scores. So what I told the kids was on Infinite Campus, I'm going to upload diagnostic reading, diagnostic writing, drill 1, drill 6, drill 7, whatever. And if they completed it, I'm going to give them credit. But if they did not, let's say incomplete over here, like Bradley Barreto, diagnostic reading he didn't finish, he's going to get a 0. Okay. I'm going to show you, let's say, this one here, Jermaine Bacchus, the diagnostic reading. If you click on his test, hopefully it works. Okay, great. Okay, you can actually see the test he took. So he got 7 out of 20. All right. Yeah, the server's acting up a little bit. I feel like Jesse on Friday, he had some hiccups as well. But basically, I'll see his test. I'll see what happened. Okay. Oh, there we are. Okay. So we see that he got number 1 wrong. It was actually A, and he chose B. So Shmoop gives him the explanation. This is very similar to how I teach. We go over it. I go over the explanation. Basically, I break all this stuff down in the PowerPoint with like four bullets. I usually read all that and then read all this, whatever, and then I break it down to them because sometimes they just need that additional help. And there's a video that also explains, what happened. So it's pretty cool like that. All right, let me scroll down real quick. Okay. Down over here it says recommended video links, so that's pretty cool. He needs help in form and structure and audience and purpose. So that's perfect. Clicks on that. And it takes him to Shmoop 2. Cool. All right. And I mean, it's so interactive with the kids. It tells them exactly what they need. I think it's so cool. Okay. Also recommended videos. Once again, analyzing word choice. Our kids love videos, right? All right. So you get the idea, right? Okay. Let's go back to gradebooks. All right. Once again, this tab is very useful. Let's go to, let's take a break from overview, and let's go to class average. Okay. So let's say the students they all finished the diagnostic. All right. They took the math part. I asked them to take it. They all bombed on that. But let's say the reading. Okay. So the reading, I'm going to pick a low number here, 6%. There we go, 6% right here. Boom. Let's see if I can remember that. Writing, expression, ideas, development, focus. Okay, so they did horrible. They did horrible. As a class, they did horrible on the writing section, expression of ideas, development, focus. Okay, so I'm going to keep that in mind, 6%. Now what I'll do is I'm going to go into the class. I think I forgot it already. Okay. Okay, right on top we have drills. Okay, and we have the sections of the SAT, the reading, the writing, the math, and the essay. The essay is very good. Okay. So I think it was, Jesus, see, I already forgot. What the hell was it? I think it was this one. Not sure, but let's just say it was. So let's say the class bombed on organization, punctuation, sentence structure, focus, concision. Okay, so I'm going to pick that skill, not all 8. That skill. The class needs help on that skill. So then what I do is I copy the URL. Okay, go back to the class, and under announcements, I'll say, you know, hey guys, the class bombed on this. Yeah, a little funny, a little humor. Take this drill and have it done by, I don't know, tomorrow. And then all I do is I paste the link there. And there it is. Then I just add it. Okay. Now for this class here, I already added 3 above that, other things that we did in class. So it's very particular to that class. And you could do the same thing with individual students. You could go into their diagnostics, see what they did bad in, and then assign drills to the particular student. Okay. Okay, let's go back to gradebook. Okay. All right. Go back to overview. Let's go to individual scores, drills. So if you're thinking about your gradebook and how you could bring this into Infinite Campus, all right, so I could see, okay, let's say Jermaine was assigned drill 1, analyzing arguments, theme, meaning of words and context. And he hasn't done it yet, but when he does, I'll get the score. I'll get how many Shmoids he got, how much time he spent on it, when he took it. And then I'll either I'll give him another drill, or I'll have him do it over or something. All right, so I want to show that to you. Oh, skills, yeah. Okay, skills. 1 second here. Okay. Let's see here. It's all math. I go down here. Scroll all the way down to the bottom here. Okay, so let's see. A lot going on there. All right. One sec. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just going to pick, let's say, Clint Givens. Okay, so when he took the diagnostic and under reading, rhetoric, analyzing text structure, he got a 33%. Okay, so or even Carissa, she got 2 out of 7. That's 29%. So what I could do is go into the skills tab and assign her that particular skill to practice on. I'll show that to you real quick. All right, assignments. I did email Jesse about this. I don't know if it's fixed yet, but when you go under assignments, okay, I know there was a glitch this morning, and he took a screenshot of my account. He did what's called, what was that called again? He screen captured, took a picture of my screen, he sent it to tech support. Let's see if it works. You go over here to create assignment. It should say English, but it's been saying math lately. So you could assign a quiz, a mastery, my thing's blocking it, or drills. Okay, so I guess I could click next from my thing here. Yeah, next. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. It's still the same. Right over here, it should say, when you drop down here, it should say language arts, but it doesn't. It just says math. But basically, these are all the different problems we have on the math test, so it's very beneficial to miss him. So it's not going to work for us. Okay, but I did talk to Jesse during my first period. He said he's going to get back to me on that. So that's a follow-up video for you. Okay. Let me go back here. Oh, let's go to the test. Okay. So right now, I have my students. There's 5 tabs. We have the diagnostic, exam 1, 2, 3, and 4, like I mentioned before. So under diagnostic, okay, they're all on diagnostic, okay. So the reading is 30 minutes, the writing is 20, I told them to skip the math. So what's cool is when they take the test and the bell rings, they could actually pause it and we'll save the progress and they come back to it. Okay, I should pause it. Start it. Alright, one sec. Maybe the server's slow at night or something. Whatever. Don't worry about it. I'm going to go back here. Okay. Go back. Okay. Let's go back to the dashboard here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's going on here? Sometimes Shmoop does that. It just kind of glitches on you like that. So I should be able to go to my dashboard right now. Let me try again. I don't want that. I want the classroom here. Look out of there. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go to the classroom. Back to your Shmoop. Yeah, let's do that. Classroom. Okay, we're back to period 2. There's definitely a little bit of a learning curve, but that's okay. It's well worth it. Okay. So let's go to the class. Hopefully it opens up. It should take me right back to the. There we go. Okay. So topics is pretty cool. Okay. Let's say you want to cover something about tactics and strategies. I'm going to start using that. It's pretty cool. All right. And it gives them a reading here. There's some videos that they could watch. How to study for it. Okay, you could assign that as an assignment for homework. Introduction to the redesigned SAT. Okay, it goes on for a couple pages. All right, so we saw drills. I do plan on making a video about the essay portion, which is really, really good. I just want to kind of show it to you. Okay, so there are about 14 drills on that. the use of textual evidence, analysis of the source text, support for claims, central claim, effective organization. I mean, this is all PARC kind of stuff too. Writing a language. Okay, and you could maybe think about this as a do now, because some of these drills are very short. They're like 6 to 10 questions. The practice exams are pretty good. Alright, so how I'm going to do is diagnostic drill, exam drills, exam 2 drills, exam 3 drills, exam 4 drills. Flashcards, last time I checked it wasn't working. View the SAT vocabulary words. It might be working tonight. No, yeah, see, flashcard set not found. I gotta work on that. Math Shack. Don't know too much about that. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, I'd like to wrap up this video soon, but let's go to English real quick. Okay, I mean, there's just so much stuff that you could dive into. Alright, for English, all of us are going to be teaching the narrative unit, so you have the teacher units. Journalism looks pretty cool. Life skills. I really, you know what, I was talking to Miss Grant today, and I thought she could maybe use some of these courses for career development, some of the pathway courses, part of our theme at our school. And I'd love to help them out on that. Let me take us back. Yeah, okay. So when my kids open up their Shmoop tomorrow, they will have 4 drills now. And if you want to save time, you could actually post the link to, one sec. Alright, anyway, you could post the original link to where they logged in on your Google Classroom, and they could just go right to that link. And you could also copy and paste the drill link on your Google Classroom, which I'm going to start doing. It's a lot easier because they always forget where to log in. So I hope this was of some help. I'm still learning as I go. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's very important to share as a PLC community. It's something I've been thinking about lately, and it's this. We always hear, no child left behind. Well, what about no teacher left behind? Okay, so have a great night. Take care, Ronnie.